and welcome to the Property Show, the voice of real estate in Kenya. Today we are diving into the most sought after developments in 2024 with a spotlight on a game changer, an affordable alternative building technology redefining the future of housing.
We're 3 to 4 times faster than traditional building. And because of all the planning stages that go into it, because it's a prefabricated and manufactured product before it comes, we speed up a lot of time. It means that we're on site a lot less of time than the normal construction.
We'll also highlight a conversation we featured last week with a developer at the forefront of providing ideal homes in a master planned development. Catch more on the Property Pick of the Week segment.
The future is uncertain, so you need to take a proportion of what you're earning today and invest it to take care of you in future. Should you be unable to work, should anything happen, you can still live the same quality of life.
The expert advice shares insights on long-term financial benefits of planning ahead and saving for the future.
Kosa kujipanga ni kuishi tu. So there is living and there is living free. You can go through the motions of life, allowing times and seasons to dictate what happens to you.
Did you know accessorizing a home is like a piece of jewelry? The small items always make a space look and feel amazing. The Property News highlights plots available and how you too can build your dream home in Kitengela and so much more.
We don't sell our land without titles because we know the stories about land in Kenya. We process title from acquisition all the way to title, and then we're able to deliver to the Kenyans.
Our digital platforms are live and ready to answer all your questions. For weekly updates, hit our YouTube channel subscription button. To our diaspora community, we are here to guide you with smart, informed choices, and we are just an email away. Only on the Property Show, the voice of real estate in Kenya. As always, there is something for everyone. Finally, you can now build an affordable, eco-friendly, energy-efficient, flexible home designed to fit a modern living lifestyle perfectly. Next, a conversation bringing it all together. Karibu sana on the show, and thank you for having us in your home.
Welcome. No, thanks for having us.
Most of us are not familiar with modular construction. Take us through the process and what it all means.
So there are a few different terminologies for modular housing, and sometimes it's also called prefabricated construction. And basically what it involves is a lot of work, and the construction is done off-site in their factory conditions. And then typically it's brought to site, and then depending on the different stages, assembled or actually done the construction at site. So we try and do as much as we can off-site in the factory, from the structure of designs through to the way that we do the systems for the walls, flooring, etc. And then on site, we typically put it together or do the construction on site.
Bring it home. I'm looking to build a house. How does that whole building look like? Do you have your own designs? Can it fit a single unit? Can it fit a commercial space? Can it fit many units and mixed use? Can it fit lodges? What exactly is perfect to build with the modular construction?
So to take you a step back, within business we have all of our engineers, we have all of our architects, we have all of our interior designers, and then other things that bolt on, for example, things like landscaping and other services. So what happens whether we're doing a residential or we're looking at a complex that's a little bit more complicated, say for example like an Airbnb, or it might be on more of a commercial side, say a resort or a lodge, we start with the design. So you'll come and meet with our designers, our architects, and we'll go through the entire plans for what is required for the client. We have specific designs that we've done in the past that we know work well, which you can use as a starting point. And then we can build onto that and then design it in the way that's required for that particular project. And then we'll just manage it throughout the process. So you'll have once you have an architect's design and structure, then we'll do all of the interior designs, which includes your mechanical and electrical and plumbing, all those designs within the house and to connect to the main power systems. And then once we have a design and you're happy with it, then we can help you with the process of doing the county approvals, providing all the documentation for that. And then once everything's approved and you have the design and you're happy to move on it, then we'll come in and do the construction.
In terms of costs, if I go the traditional brick and mortar way of building, vis-a-vis if I build with your technology, is it cheaper? And time-wise, give us a flair of how that looks like.
So the reason we have developed this concept, because we saw a need in the market. And the main issues, and if you're discussing, I'm sure you talk with all your clients all the time, is speed of construction, the amount of time people are on site, and the challenges that brings. Typically with us, we're 3 to 4 times faster than traditional building. And because of all the planning stages that go into it, because it's a prefabricated and manufactured product before it comes, we speed up a lot of time. It means that we're on site a lot less of time than a normal construction. And it means that what we do is when we're building is it's faster. There's less waste because it's all planned and constructed. To give you an example, like when you're building a normal house, once you've done the structure, you have the electricians and the plumbers that come in, and then what they start doing is hacking the walls. So one, there's a lot of wastage. Obviously there's time wastage and material wastage. All of that, when it's done prefabricated modular construction, is done prior to coming to site. So we save a huge amount of time and a lot of waste. And that obviously developed into a cost saving. Because if you're on site for a year or 2 years, you're paying a lot of people, you've got different hassles, and prices of materials can also increase. Whereas when we're doing it 3 times faster, we're able to buy all the materials in the beginning and then do the construction much, much quicker. And because of that, we're then seeing environmental impacts, better environmental impacts on the site and for the environment.
Let's talk about the sustainability aspect and the pricing.
So if anyone has built a house or built properties, they'll know that throughout the construction period, the contractor or whoever is involved in the house is giving them different costs for building materials. And I don't know of a time where contractors ever come and said, by the way, good luck, the prices come down.
It always goes up.
It's always going up. So the price that we give in the beginning is the price that we deliver at the end. There are no price changes, and that is a guarantee from us.
So if we agree it's whatever amount, by the time you deliver, it remains the same amount?
Unless there is a required change by the client. Okay. But otherwise, the prices remain the same. And so when it comes down to pricing, typically over the whole build, we'll actually be a cheaper build than traditional. The materials that we use are more of a modern and specifically designed for this sort of construction. So what you see is energy efficiencies, you see insulation efficiencies, and what do I mean by energy efficiencies is one, whereas your traditional buildings can typically be too cold at the wrong time and too hot at the other times. These sort of materials where you insulate typically have a much better environmental control, so it's not always too hot and nor is too cold. And then if you're using AC systems or warming systems, they maintain the heat for a lot longer. It's also much better for sound insulation, so it's a lot quieter within the house and less banging. And then also they're better for fire ratings. So it's a much better and more energy efficient way of building than say with traditional brick and mortar.
In my village, I have a plot, I'm looking to build a house. Do you have designs that can lead me to a better way, or can I just come with my own design? How does that play out?
We have our own designs that we've developed, which can be off the shelf, so you can come and pick the design and then we can use that. There's always a little bit of customization within those, but if you have your own design, you can bring it to us and we can adapt that design towards this technology. So if we're building a very simple one-bedroom house, or we're building multiple bedrooms, then all of those can be accompanied with this technology. And this technology is an alternative, but it can be used in exactly the same way as traditional construction, just a lot faster.
Can I build multiple floors?
So you can build with different levels. We use a steel structure for the construction. So it would just mean adapting the structure and the formation of the steel in order to build it.
How do you help me with the weather patterns? Because I don't want a home that when it's hot, my house is cold, or it's cold, my house is very hot.
One of the biggest misconceptions with prefab or modular buildings are that they're more resilient to weather or other types of environmental disasters. However, these are more designed in a way that they would actually withstand these sorts of conditions. Because of what I said before about the insulation, typically it'll control the environment much better. They're also extremely strong buildings, and I think sometimes people think that prefabs are a little bit too cheap or not built in the right way, or not as strong. These buildings are successful here because of two reasons. One, they are very strong, and two, they have the environmental control and protection. You have, for example, people worried about security. Those are things that we can do. We can put bars on the houses, on the windows, etc., to even cover any of these problems. And you can probably see when we do a walkthrough, you'll see that the walls are as strong, if not stronger, than normal construction.
Very easy to talk about a technology in Nairobi or in the environs of Nairobi. Geographically, if I have a plot in Marsabit, can you build for me in Marsabit? Just tell us where else you are across the region.
We can build anywhere. We currently have projects that are in Uganda and projects in Rwanda. So as far as that, we can build. So anywhere in Kenya is an option for us. Currently we have quite a lot of projects at the coast. We have throughout, even as far as Kisumu and other areas. So wherever your plot of land is, we can build. Welcome.
Thank you. This is beautiful.
So this is one of our one-bedroom units. So we aim for it to be very spacious. So we have an open plan kitchen and living area with a breakfast bar with all the cabinets included.
Comes with the provision for a fridge, for a cooker, whatever you want.
We have the provisions for whatever types of appliances that you would require. We can have a built-in microwave, we can have the different types of units, and that'll all be designed with the interior designers.
I like the high ceiling.
We have no restrictions on how high to go on a ceiling, so we can go whatever's required, 4 meters, 5 meters without restriction. The height gives you the airy feel. And then also we spend time particularly on big doors and big windows so that you have a lot of light within the house, and it means that you don't always have to operate with lights during the day.
It gives you a lot of natural light.
So on the design for the sample house, and it can be customized to whatever you want, here we've got all the cabinets are included, your breakfast bar, and then space for all your different appliances.
It has enough storage area.
On this design, there's a tremendous amount of storage for such a small space. But again, it can also be designed to have more.
I can choose the color I like.
So you'll sit with the interior designers, and interior designers will discuss all the different colors, materials, textures with you.
Fantastic. Let's see the bedroom.
Please come through. We've designed this bedroom so we have as much natural light as possible. These are big windows or big doors, and they can be customized as well.
And you've retained the high ceiling look.
The high ceiling even gets higher because of the slant of the roof on this, and it just gives that bit more space within the one bedroom. This would come customized with your wardrobe, of which it would come with putting all of your different sizes of things. So on this one, we've used a barn door, which really maximizes the space, and I think is pretty cool.
Very cool. So you've given us a shower, a sink, a toilet.
We went for a modern look, just so nice clean finishes with all your different showers and basins. And this is a typical unit how it would come. Nancy, thanks so much for coming and giving us this opportunity. All the designs can be found on our website and on our social media. And if you just search Tetris Homes, it'll also come up. And we're happy to have a conversation with any of your clients through the property show, and we can start the journey.
Asante sana, and all the best. I can see this going really big. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Alternative building technology is the future of owning a dream home efficiently and cost-effective. Coming up, a highlight of the most sought-after developments in 2024. To start us off is a conversation we featured last week with a developer at the forefront of providing affordable homes in a master-planned development. Let's hear more. Legacy. Let's talk about the legacy you expect to leave.
The legacy you expect to leave is to make the place better than you found it, to create a pool of readers who make a difference in the society, to also help people create intergenerational wealth. Assuming all these homes will be here for the next 70 or 100 years, then some families will start on a stable base as they start their life, and that's a great way to have created wealth for existing customers, for our shareholders, and for the entire real estate value chain. So real estate supports many people.
In real estate, there is always challenges. When I hear of Santa Marie, everything sounds very beautiful. Let's talk about the challenges that you've gone through.
We've gone through more challenges that we can actually articulate now. Some projects have been finished ahead of time, the ones in Vipingo. Some were finished on time, the ones in Two Rivers. Some have been behind time, like Cascadia and the projects in Uganda. But we try and figure out how to fix these challenges. Some are within your control, some are not within your control. But as I said, the business is long-term in nature, and you've been in business. Sometimes things work in your favor, some other times they don't work in your favor. You don't give up. You carry on with a can-do attitude and you finish them. You've seen Cascadia, we started external paint work. In Uganda, we finished the projects. And we anticipate that this will carry on, but in every challenge, we try and seek the opportunity and we try and see the brighter side. For instance, I know the newspapers, every other day there is pages and pages of properties on auction. But I recently read a CBK report, the Bank Supervision Report of 2023. On page 24, they were showing that last year, mortgages grew by a significant portion, by 19.7 billion. Those were 2,200 mortgages, the highest number since
we started the mortgage book.
Yes, yeah. The mortgage book. So there is opportunity. People are owning homes, and that market is growing. And there are many other such good news. So ours is to focus on the positive side and have some hope, and keep going. Yes.
I cannot finish this conversation without asking you, what's your take on the affordable housing program? Now that everybody talks about it, I feel a lot of people don't understand, but what's your take?
Our definition of affordable is, first, it needs to have a good quality of life. We've adopted the bank affordable housing. Why it costs you nothing to own the home. The bank says we'll finance 105% of your mortgage. So any house that is priced below 10 million shillings falls under that category. If you're buying it under the KMRC scheme, the mortgage is 9%, single digit, fixed for 20 years. So I would request anyone to take advantage of it. visit as many locations as you can.
And they are available.
Yes.
In fact, we at First Avenue, our real estate arm, has a whole list of affordable projects that we can take people around to see every day.
Yes, and that affordability then gives people dignified living. You have a nice place to live. You have a nice place to bring up your family. Your kids can enjoy. They can ride bikes. They can enjoy the quality of life they desire. And it's a home you look forward to going back to and you enjoy your stay. So I think it's upgrading the quality of life, particularly for our projects. The difference between affordable and luxury is the size, but the quality of finish, the style, is almost the same.
It's so interesting. Whenever I come here, I am so recharged when I see how these projects have taken off. You know, we've been here since the groundbreaking of the first project. Give us your parting shot and just let us know where you're going and what should we be looking out for 2025.
My parting shot is very simple. In life, as those who are earning in business or in whatever you're doing, my understanding is the income you make today has three components. It covers the expenses you've incurred. It covers the expenses that you need to incur until your next check. And it covers your future. Your ability to earn is dependent on your state today, if you are healthy and the rest. But the future is uncertain. So you need to take a proportion of what you are earning today and invest it to take care of you in future. Should you be unable to work, should anything happen, you can still live the same quality of life. One such platform to invest in would be real estate, because it will appreciate in value, the rental income will increase, and in any case, even if you had borrowed, the repayment will reduce. So as you earn today, take care of now, enjoy life, live in nice environments, but also invest in your future.
Well done, Ken. I know this has been a long journey, but well done.
Yeah, my team has done very well.
Yes.
I take credit on their behalf.
Let's shift gears and look at some of the most sought after developments in 2024. We kick off with an exceptional investment opportunity just 100 meters away from the Kikuyu-Naivasha Road junction. This beautifully designed community is built on 4.5 acres and comprises of studios, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, all centered on a lush green park with top-tier amenities including swimming pool, clubhouse, gym, and outdoor barbecue areas. Its prime location offers easy access to Westlands, Upper Hill, and the CBD, guaranteeing high rental yield of above 8% and a projected total return on investment of over 20%. I must say, this is a unique investment opportunity for investors to consider. Phase 1 and 2 is available and now selling. Let's see more.
Riruta and the general Naivasha Road location has been one of Nairobi's most preferred locations for tenants looking to live within convenient proximity to the main employment centers of Westlands, Upper Hill, and the CBD. Conveniently located 5 minutes off Waiyaki Way, this development has been designed to provide a unique investment opportunity in affordable housing. Set on 7.5 acres and centered on a green park with recreational facilities, this project is planned to be Riruta's only urban oasis, providing investors with a unique and excellent return on their investment. For the discerning investor, this will mean sustained high occupancy rates, inflation-hedged rental income with yields above 8%, and a projected total overall return of more than 20% over the medium term. Currently, Phase 1 and 2 are available for sale, encompassing studio, 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments. Accommodation features include a spacious lounge area opening to a balcony, a dining area, kitchen opening to yard, a common cloakroom, first and second bedroom, and an ensuite master bedroom. Common shared amenities include large green park, outdoor barbecue and fireplaces, swimming pool, clubhouse and gym, outdoor sports facilities, sky gardens, backup generator, kids play area, pedestrian walkway, 24-hour security. Scheduled for completion within 2 years, this project offers a flexible payment plan. 20% deposit upon receiving the letter of offer, additional 10% deposit upon signing the sale agreement. The remaining balance payable over 24 months. Phase 1 is currently under construction.
Next, a modern one-bedroom apartment in the heart of Kiambu County. A perfect first home as well as an investment with solid returns. This development projects an 8% return on investment. The icing on the cake is the flexible payment plan. With just Kenya shillings 50,000 deposit per month, you can own an apartment in this development. Once the construction is completed, a tenant is secured. You only need a monthly top-up of Kenya shillings 15,000, making this project an ideal investment of choice this year. Let's hear more.
An exclusive, chic estate of contemporary one-bedroom apartments sitting on 11 acres of land that is set to be a home of 600 units. Accommodation features will include European 85 kilogram stainless high security door opening to an open plan lounge area with a spacious balcony with glass railing. Futuristic style imported kitchen with mosaic, standard extractor hood and breakfast bar. Polished Italian granite worktops, wooden teak textured ceramic tiles and porcelain for common areas. Utility room with a provision of washing machine. Bathrooms consisting of water closet, frameless glass shower screens, rain shower and vanity. Smoke detectors, 100-liter solar water heating booster, and white UV high quality wardrobes. Common amenities will include controlled security access and CCTV surveillance, lush green landscaping along boulevards and avenues, ample parking for residents and guests, state-of-the-art fully equipped gym and coffee shop, swimming pool, underground water storage, and well-lit common areas through solar-powered streetlights. Close proximity to hospitals, schools, business corridors, technology parks, and industrial and warehousing facilities.
Indeed, the Property Pick of the Week segment is the best spot for your property needs. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, we make your property vision a reality with endless possibilities. Just give us a call, drop us an email, or even better, visit our offices and let's get started. When it comes to life insurance, they say, kukosa kujipanga ni kuishi tu. Let's hear what this means. Pia sisi tujipange. When it comes to life insurance, think of long-term benefits, not short-term gain. This way, it helps you plan your savings for the future. Let's listen in. Karibu sana on the show.
Thank you very much.
Take us through practical steps, how we can start our life insurance cover.
When you talk about life insurance, you want to think about it as a safety net that helps protect you against unforeseen circumstances. But you don't look at it as a solution that just is bought off the shelf. It has to plug into the continuum of your life. So you have to consider what point you are at in your life. You have to think about your financial means. Where are you at exactly? What are your aspirations? What are your goals? Do you have disposable income that you can save towards a safety net like the one we are talking about? So it starts with budgeting, looking at where you are in your finances, looking at the goals you're reaching out to, and then deciding how long do I have to the point where I want to achieve these goals. That discussion then informs you what amount of money you can set aside and what particular solution fits into your life at that point in time.
Let's bring it home. I'm a student, or I'm a young professional, or corporate person, or I'm a young manager, all the way to retirement. Give me those practical steps.
There is a concept we've been talking about a lot in the Life Company in Jubilee, and it's called the 28,000 hours concept. And when you divide that by number of days, it comes to about 76.71 years. So roughly 80 years. Let's round it off to that. And how we put all these demographics on that timeline of life is we say, what are you doing between the ages of 0 and 20? What are you doing between 20 and 40, 40 to 60, and so forth? And the ones you've mentioned fit exactly there. So in your student years, you're going through school. We like you to start thinking about putting aside a little bit of money towards an investment, a saving towards any goal that you have. But don't just think about yourself as a student. Think about the years that are coming into your career, into your 20s and 40s, when you're building a career, when you are going after possibly your first job, buying your first house, your first car, and thinking about what happens after that when you go between your 40s and your 60s. A simple way of putting it is this way. In our earlier years, when you're a student, and when you start working, you do what is called accumulation, wealth accumulation. After that, when you go into your 40s and 50s, you do what is called wealth consolidation. So you accumulate, you consolidate, because there's a time that's coming when you're not actively working, when you're going to start deaccumulating. So we have solutions that fit in each of these pockets. When you are accumulating wealth, we have investment solutions and protection to also protect you against the unforeseen circumstances. When you're consolidating, we have wealth building solutions. And when you are deaccumulating, we have what we call retirement solutions.
It's very easy for us to sit here and say, yes, when you're a student, you can save some money when you're working. Yet we know right now, every penny is competing with so many things. How would we change that narrative? Because currently, cash is so tight.
When that question is asked, I like for us to think about the importance of insurance as a whole. So insurance brings us protection, protects us against unforeseen circumstances, and protects those that we love. It provides us with a vehicle to build wealth. And it also helps us build a saving culture, as we also think about how we can do estate planning. So yes, things are tight. We are at a time when we are trying to make the shilling count in every way. But I like to say, there are those things that are within our control, and there are those things that are outside of our control. The shilling is going to visit us. Circumstances of life are going to visit us. We are not immune to the things that could happen in life. What is important is for us to ask ourselves where we are at. So whether I'm a student, a young professional, or later in my sunset years, I need to look at my hands and see what am I holding and how can I make what I have cover me for what it is that life could throw at me. It's going to throw things at me. I better be prepared at my level. We are different levels. We can protect ourselves.
And I want to believe it doesn't matter. I can start wherever I am.
You can start wherever you are. So whatever amount of money you have, start off by budgeting and looking at how much money do I have. We are told by those that are financial experts, aside from insurance, they say you need to be thinking about saving somewhere on a minimum of 20% of what you make. So 20% is a percentage of anything that you make. Look at that 20% and see how you can put it aside into doing the things that you want to invest in your lives. We talk about goals and aspirations. You know, irrespective of our status in life, we all have goals and aspirations.
Yes.
There isn't a time that we've set aside for ourselves to say, I will not dream until I have achieved this amount of money. So at whatever level we are, those goals and aspirations can be achieved with proper planning. Insurance Solutions is part of that planning.
They say financial wellness is interconnected with mental and physical being. Perhaps you can take us through that as well.
That sounds like a medical
Yes.
question and statement. But I think each one of us can appreciate that when we are not at a state where we are at rest in our minds, it physically affects our body. So when you think about it, let's talk about money. We're here to talk about money.
Yes.
Irrespective of whether you ate well, you slept well, or you feel well in your body, if you have issues with your finances, you have a strain on a debt that you have, or you have a payment that's coming up, an expense that you're really thinking about, it's going to affect how you physically feel. I would connect those two together. And therefore, if we want to take care of our physical health and our mental health, let us see how we can plan financially to mitigate that.
A lot of times we have a perception that insurance is not for now. Insurance is for later, and later never really comes. Why should we think of insurance as an agency and think of it of now?
We have dreams and aspirations, and we have been given the power to plan. But we must think about what happens when we're not there. Do our dreams expire when we expire? Or do our dreams get crushed when we cannot work? When we have disabilities, when we have cases of illnesses that come in and cripple our ability to earn and make wealth. That is where insurance comes in. Insurance should not be seen as a backup plan. Insurance should be seen as one of the tools we have in our financial planning toolkit, so that we continue to do all the other things we want to do. There are various investment vehicles in the market. We are welcome to do all that, but always have it at the back of your mind that you are not in control of your days on earth. You should plan for the inevitable.
Insurance is not a backup plan.
It is not.
Perhaps you can tell us again. Insurance is not a backup plan.
Insurance is not a backup plan. It is part of the plan.
Life insurance is like a spare tire, which you don't use every day, but it's there when you really need it. Make Jubilee Life Insurance your spare tire today. It's time for a short commercial break. Still ahead, the decorating corner on accessorizing your home with small items that bring life and a glamorous touch to a home. The property news with prime plots ideal for building a dream home.
Wachana na mambo ya landlord, wachana mambo ya rent kusumbuana. Come and make a home here.
And finally, inspiring home ownership experiences when climbing the property ladder.
The landlady was very good, but now the issue of paying rent month in, month out, that was a constant stress. Sometimes you don't have the money.
Our digital platforms are live and we are ready to answer all your questions. For weekly updates, hit our YouTube channel subscription button. To our diaspora community, we are here to guide you with smart, informed choices, and we are just an email away. Only on The Property Show, the voice of real estate in Kenya. As always, there is something for everyone. I'm excited to introduce a collection of bedroom sets crafted to design your own bedroom sanctuary of comfort, warmth, and sophistication, complementing every style. It gets better. With the Upgrade Parade sale currently ongoing, there's never been a better time to transform your space. From the clean lines of modern design to the timeless charm of dark wood and the luxury of upholstered headboards, Ashley Home Furniture and Fair Deal Furniture stores nationwide has a style for everyone. And if you're like me and love a coordinated look, many of the collections here make it easy to upgrade your entire bedroom space seamlessly. The best part, these bedroom sets offer quality across board, from affordable to luxury. And what can I say? There's something perfect for everyone. Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show, the voice of real estate in Kenya. The second half of the show brings the decorating corner with tips on accessorizing your home with small items that bring a glamorous touch in every space in a home. The property news with prime plots ideal for building a dream home.
Mashamba la Botanic ni mashamba safi. Ukinunua utakuwa umejijanga kwa sababu umenunua kitu mzuri.
And finally, inspiring home ownership experiences when climbing the property ladder.
You don't want your kids to be exposed to drunk people every other time as they grow. So we thought, what can we do to move out of this? How about we do a project? We start building up the project which we got with Datani.
Our digital platforms are live and ready to answer all your questions. For weekly updates, hit our YouTube channel subscription button. To our diaspora community, for smart, informed choices, we are just an email away, ready to guide you. Stay with me only on The Property Show, the voice of real estate in Kenya. As always, there is something for everyone. Did you know accessorizing a home is like a piece of jewelry with small items that make a space look and feel amazing? Next, tips on accessorizing a home using different pieces to make your space look glamorous. Let's listen in.
Want to transform your home into a stylish haven? Adding the right accessories can make all the difference. Let's explore how a few carefully chosen pieces can bring your space to life and reflect your unique style. Here are some ideas. Start by adding wall art. This is one of the easiest ways to transform a room. Whether it's a large statement piece above the sofa or a gallery wall of smaller prints, wall art creates a focal point that reflects your personality and sets the mood of the space. From abstract designs to vintage prints, there's something for every style. Next, think about vases and planters. These are perfect for bringing in color and texture. A sleek, modern vase can be an elegant touch, while a collection of planters with indoor plants can liven up a corner or windowsill. Not only do they add beauty, but plants also improve the air quality and bring nature into your home. A clock can be both functional and stylish. Choose a design that complements your room's aesthetic, a sleek minimalist wall clock for modern spaces, or a vintage ornate timepiece for a classic look. Clocks not only keep you on time, but also serve as an eye-catching decor piece that adds character to your walls or tables. Mirrors are a game changer in interior design. They help reflect light, making a small room feel bigger and brighter. A well-placed mirror like a large statement mirror above the mantle or a chic round mirror in the hallway can completely open up a space and add a touch of sophistication.
Our decorating corner remains your information hub for all your home needs. Remember, every corner has a potential to reflect your style and enhance the overall ambience of your space. And guess what? Our in-house interior decorators will be happy to guide you pick your desired look. Earlier in the week, we attended an exciting open day for prime plots located in Kitengela, just 2.5 kilometers off Namanga Highway. These prime plots are nestled in a family-friendly neighborhood in close proximity to all major social amenities. The plots have electricity, water, and well-maintained access roads, offering a live, work, and play environment. They have successfully sold phase 1, 2, and 3 and are now selling phase 4. Let's see how the day unfolded.
This is a real estate company that was founded in 1995 with a mission of delivering shelter to Kenyans. And it did. We have done main projects whereby we normally go and buy a piece of land like 5, 10, 20 acres. We put in basic infrastructure. That is, make sure there's a road there, make sure there's water, power. The place is actually accessible and livable. So when we do that, we subdivided into plots of various sizes. There are some which are quarters, others which are acres, others which are feet by 100. Sometimes, like the other side of the Machako side, they allow 40 by 80. We are basically operating in Mombasa County, Baburi area. We have about 3 projects there. We are operating in Nairobi County. We are operating in Kajiado in a very big way. We are operating in Machakos County and Kitui County. We don't sell our land without titles because we know the stories about land in Kenya. We process title from acquisition all the way to title, and then we are able to deliver to them Kenyans. Then number 2, we have made arrangements with the various players in the industry. We have teamed up with surveyors so that our land is properly surveyed and registered. We have good connections with the Ministry of the Land Registries. So our titles are properly taken through and we confirm that. We have a network with the banks, like we have a network with KCB who are here, Cobank who are here. We have a connection with Property Show who are property marketers. And then like when you sell your plot, we make sure that you get your search to confirm that before you give you the title, we confirm that title is actually legit from the government. This place is called Koroboi, which is near Kitengela. We came here and bought this block of land. It was 25 acres. We sold Malikia 1, and that was bought some guys from Australia. They came as a block. They told us to subdivide this for us, process titles for us. Australians, people in Australia can trust us even without seeing us. Why you not to trust us? Phase 2 was, we processed it about just after COVID, and it's gone. It's about 50 plots. Phase 3, he also came, we did it. I don't know if they're going to turn the camera, but you can see some of the plots have been developed. So this is phase 4. We have 50 plots, and already about half have been sold. That's what we have to make people, give people a Christmas gift by giving out their kutoa roho.
Here we are having a groundbreaking. We have seen how Kitengela has really grown and evolved from how it was 5 years ago. People can come and purchase land here. Wachana na mambo ya landlord, wachana mambo ya rent kusumbuana, come and make a home here. And you can do it in installments. Instead of paying rent, how about what you're paying for rent, put that into installments. Have a piece of land, have your home, very wonderful environment, peaceful. That's why we are here and that's why we chose this place. Actually, because it's December, we decided to give a 15% discount. We have residential and commercial. The residentials are going for 995,000 and for the commercials they are going for 1,195,000. So for each we are giving 15% off, and as we've said, the schemes, there's through financiers, there's through installments, and there's cash payments. Cash payment also comes with another additional bonus of a 10% discount.
Hii kampuni ya Datani Company tulianza kujuana mwaka wa 2000. Na hii kampuni ni kampuni bora. Akinunua shamba, kwanza anaenda kufuata historia hiyo shamba. Ilianza na nani na mwisho ni nani. Anafuata historia ya shamba. So mashamba la Datani ni mashamba safi. Ukinunua utakuwa umejijanga kwa sababu umenunua kitu mzuri.
The property news is the to-go-to segment when it comes to product launches, open days, to groundbreaking ceremonies. Are you hosting an event in this sector? Give us a call and we'll be happy to lock our calendars and feature you on this segment. Next, stories from homeowners who took a leap of faith and invested in prime plots in Kitengela. I must say, they are now proud homeowners in this vibrant neighborhood. Let's hear their inspiring stories.
It's not something that came to my mind. We were scared because of the issue of land in Nairobi, in the city. So it's not something that was a priority. Just before COVID is when we thought of buying a plot and hearing negative stories, so we thought maybe we can do it rural instead of in an urban area like Kitengela. But then thereafter we got some convincing from friends. We can just try. So we did try somewhere near where we are building here in Korompoi. But now we are taken to a riparian land. And actually there was even a railway line nearby. So again, that discouraged us. But it was looking like a good place, some distance from the road, a number of kilometers, maybe 5 or 6 kilometers. So it's not something that we had earlier thought of, but now after being convinced by friends, then we thought, why not try? So in Datani, we met through a friend. Actually, it's the surveyor who mapped this area. So he told us, if you want a good place, the price may be a bit higher, but you will get a good place. So he connected us with Datani, and they gave us one of their staff. He brought us here, and the first time it was completely bare. We thought, will this be a home for us? But he convinced us and told us that if you invest here, you will not regret. There have been challenges in the past just before thinking of buying a place. We rented a house, actually several, and there's one we stayed almost 10 to 15 years in one particular, because we don't enjoy moving. The landlady was very good, but now the issue of paying rent month in, month out, that was a constant stress. Sometimes you don't have the money. We would default maybe 2-3 months, but now thinking of those pressures, and of course now being a family person, the family is growing, the children need more space, privacy and all that. So those are some of the motivations that just pushed us to now stop and say, let's try to build our own home.
From KCA University, then back in 2019, through a friend I got to know Datani. The friend was like, you better get yourself something, move out of the bedsitter space I was living in. I was dating. I also wanted to marry because from KCA I was a part-time student, also a working class. So I was trying to navigate those things, time was catching up. Sooner than later, the following year in 2020, we got married, me and my wife. So now we are in a one-bedroom place in a Feather Estate. From Feather now, it's when we are financing the installments to acquire property with Datani. Bit by bit, we managed to clear the loan. So now we have the property. So what next? Of course, we needed some space. We are now a big family. I'm no longer single. Kids have already come on board. Also the noisy area in the neighborhood of Feather Estate, some loud music playing around. You don't want your kids to be exposed to drunk people every other time as they grow. So we thought, what can we do to move out of this? How about we do a project? We start building up the project which we got with Datani. It was a very, very difficult decision to make because we are kind of financially pressed. We have a very young family. There's a kid. We had one kid then who was barely months. We started off with the normal process of construction, excavation, backfilling and stuff. Datani have a very warm reception. Their staff is a check. Even their support team in terms of financial structures, they gave us a flexible mode of payment. We were able to pay in installments.
Every home ownership journey has a unique story. What's your story? Give us a call and let's share your experience and inspire the next homeowner. And that wraps up our episode today on the most sought after developments of 2024 with a spotlight on a game changer, an affordable alternative building technology redefining the future of housing. The Property Pick of the Week conversation with a developer at the forefront of providing affordable homes in a master planned development. The expert advice on insights kukosa kujipanga ni kuishi tu.
Life's too short to just be living.
The Decorating Corner with tips on accessorizing a home with different pieces, making your space look glamorous. The Property News, where we highlight the buzz of real estate events. Our digital platforms are live and we are ready to answer all your questions. For weekly updates, hit our YouTube channel subscription button. To our diaspora community, we are here to guide you with smart, informed choices, and we are just an email away. Only on The Property Show, the voice of real estate in Kenya. My shoot location is a beautiful property using the alternative building technology. Join me next Sunday for another insightful episode, only on The Property Show, the voice of real estate in Kenya. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.